From your local Houston BMW Center studios, welcome to the Public Affairs Podcast, addressing local issues that affect our nation and shape our world. I'm your host, KG Smooth. Welcoming back on the podcast. We were introduced to her last year. I think was it last year or was it earlier this year?
It was last year.
It was last year. She is the founder of the Birthday Cake Wedding Foundation, and just an incredible human being who is doing that work and trying to bring us all together. Ladies and gentlemen, my friend, Dr. Clemmy St. Amand is back on the program. How are you, my love?
I'm doing wonderful. Thanks for having me.
You look great.
I
see you got some reinforcement on both sides.
I need that reinforcement.
K-Rino in the building. What's going down, G?
Blessed, brother. How are you?
Oh, man, I'm wonderful, man. Thank you for being here. And Silky Red, that boy Red, man, he all up. What's up with it, man?
Oh, it's all good,
You
man.
shining over there, brother.
Blessed to be here, man.
Yeah, man, this is good. Clemmy, you are back at it again. And actually, this was when I first met you.
That's correct.
When you had this event last year,
That's
50
correct.
Shades
That's
of Green.
Correct. Yes, correct.
And I was like, man.
You were honored on that show.
Yeah, I was first time.
Yes.
And shout out to Sam Mack, who, but he's the one that introduced us.
That's correct.
I was about to ask, how's he doing? Yeah. But that thing was lit. First of all, the place was spectacular.
Thank you.
How you had the decorations and everything. I'm like, this ain't nothing to scoff at here. And then the entertainment was top notch.
Yeah.
H-Town's own Lil Flip, you had there performing.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So for those who may have missed you last year, and your story, tell us about the Birthday Cake Wedding Foundation. How did you come up with this organization?
I started this was birthed during COVID. I kind of thought, what can I do to make a difference? Because we're not sure or promised to be here another day. And my mother, she's 80 years old, and at that time, everyone on her street was passing away that kind of watched me grow up, and it was really home hitting. And I was just like, God, what can I do? I haven't, lived that long. I haven't experienced a lot of things. I haven't did a lot of partying, So I'm just like, oh my goodness, just life just getting cut off. And then all of a sudden, this came into me that I needed to do something to make a difference in the community so that we can all come together and celebrate one another, because we don't know when we may not be here. So that was the thing. So the Birthday Cake Wedding Foundation is about the fact that we have a birthday. Right. So we're going to celebrate the fact that we have a birth certificate. And then the wedding is about the commitment. So it's a metaphor. So we're committing to the fact that we have a birthday, and we're a foundation, because not only do we do things for the community, but we take in charity, we give charity, we go out and help, we feed the homeless, we do back to school drives, we do all those things. So that's the foundation. So we're the Birthday Cake Wedding Foundation.
Man, I love that concept. I mean, just beautiful. Because at first, when I first heard the name, I was like, man, she got the birthday cake and the wedding. But then when we talked and you explained it just like you did, I said, oh, I love that, because I'm a conceptual person. Like, I'm an artist too. So I love things that are conceptual or that have some sort of meaning behind it, and it all makes sense.
I'm very, very passionate about the whole birth of it. I didn't know how it was going to take off. I didn't have a formula. I just had the will, the passion, and the idea, and just time manifest, and all the other things just started to evolve.
Oh, yeah, just came into fruition. So 50 Shades of Green. Now, of course, when people think of green, they think of money, I hope. And so I loved this because, as I mentioned last year, I didn't even know what I was walking into. But once I saw what you were doing with all of the other entrepreneurs and just the community, how the Black and the Hispanic community were coming together, it was just absolutely beautiful. to me. So explain 50 Shades of Green.
So 50 Shades of Green is just what you just said. You hit it right on the dot. I mean, it's all about entrepreneurs coming together and sharing different ways that they make money. So we have film and acting and television. We have Tubi Films. We have all these different independent film and actors and actresses and all these different things. Then we have people who making things like soap, mango butter, hair products. You know, it's just a network of people that's out here hungry and grinding and developing great stuff. So we bring them together, right? And we do this business elegant party, and then we put on a great concert, you know, so that we can all kind of get together, seeing who's who in the city, what everybody's doing, you know, and just celebrate people who's been out there a long time. This year we have some people that we're celebrating and we're honoring, but we're also doing a little bit something different this time. Not just a concert, but a panel. A panel of discussion, and we're going to have people on the panel, and they're going to discuss how it used to be, you know. So we have, of course, we got to have K-Rino on the panel. We have to have people on the panel that can tell us how it was when it was analog versus digital. You know, when people didn't know what splits was, and they was actually making CDs and running up to, you know, sound waves. Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that I think that would enrich the 50 Shades of Green, so we can kind of appreciate where we are from where we were. So we're going to have like that 30-minute panel going on, and then the honorees and things like that. Then on to the concert.
Yeah, those conversations need to be had, and then you can, you know, get some scholarship or some information that you know you can know. Free game is what we like to call it. So, K-Rino, what's your role in this thing? What you gonna be doing, G?
I was just honored to be asked to be a part of it. You know, this sister been working diligently, you know, since I've been in contact with her. And for her to reach out to me to be a part of it, I was like, okay, let's get it on. Anything that's community-oriented and that's going to better us and move us forward, I'm only a phone call away. So when Clemmy reached out to me, it was like, yeah, you want to be? Absolutely, let's get it on. So we can tie all of our, because I think so many people in Houston are concerned with community activism and putting in work, but we're so spread out. So anything that can connect us and tie us together, I think it needs to be done so that collective will be visible to everybody. A lot of times we like to wait on bigger entities to do things for us when we should be out there doing it for ourselves.
Come on, K-Rino,
so that's my role in it. Whatever I'm asked to do, I can step in and just play my part.
Yeah, talk that talk. You are absolutely right. We need to do it because newsflash, everybody, nobody's coming to save you.
Without a doubt, absolutely.
Nobody. You got to do it yourself. Silky Red, what you gonna be doing, man?
I might have my hands in a little bit of everything, you know, as an entrepreneur, as an artist, as a helper, you know, working the area, you know, doing things with Dr. Clemmy in the community, because this is what I love to do, give back to people that don't have what we have, you know, because we're blessed and fortunate and highly favored, you know. Him upstairs, you know, God, you know, put us in the spot, in a place to do what we're doing, you know, and folks like K-Rino, you know, they paved the way for us because they was fortunate and blessed. No, they had to go through the struggle first and show us a way, you know, and that put us in this position right here to do what we're doing right now that led us to 102.1.
For sure.
You know, and we're here.
For sure. You're listening to the Public Affairs Podcast, talking to the founder and CEO of the Birthday Cake Wedding Foundation, Dr. Clemmy St. Amon. The 50 Shades of Green going down Saturday, September 14th, beginning at 4 o'clock. It's going to be an elegant affair, so definitely dress impressed because people were dressed to the nine. I mean, green. 50 Shades of Green. What did I say? Gray? What did I say?
Said green.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Green. You better show up in that gown. I'm telling you.
In green.
In green. Yeah, and that
some
was the other thing.
green.
Everybody did have on green. That's right.
Some
Because
forms of green.
when
You
I
can
saw
wear
that,
white. You can wear, you know, you can wear
But as
whatever
long
make
as
you
you got
comfortable.
some,
But just
right.
try to find something green.
Find something
even if it's
with a
your
little
tennis
green.
shoes. Put
Like,
the
put a little
checkboard
green in there.
Anything green
to
shades.
represent,
That'll be
you know,
me.
the money. You know, represent the money. But no, but on
Whatever
some
make
realness,
you comfortable.
Clemmy, I want you to talk to the folks, because we had the conversation offline,
right?
But your vision for this and how you saw how the Hispanic community, how they come together and they help theirs.
Yes.
Point blank. Period.
Yes.
Regardless, it don't even matter. Even if there may be a little beef or tiff, they still gonna take care of theirs. Something that we could definitely take a book from, because so many people are. But just talk to the people as how important and how you saw it. Like, I wish I could replay the conversation in my, for the people. But yeah,
I can bring back December when you came out to the Tex-Mex Southern Soul Ball to you fall.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And there were many Hispanic people at that event.
Very much so.
And I believe anytime you show respect to any culture or any person, it almost put them in a position where they almost obliged to have to do it back. But when you don't show that and you just have a total disregard for your sister and brother, then how do you expect for them to come together and do anything? You just completely ignore their existence. Right. And that's what we need to fix, that problem, the ignoring problem. It's not about anything else but the fact that a lot of us ignore one another. We'll walk past each other and don't speak.
Right, don't speak. Yeah.
We won't hold a door open for a senior citizen who got groceries in their hand. We just didn't forgot about the old school principle. So if we bring back the old school principle when we was just playing the Gap Band and people was playing dominoes and they was outside in the backyard and loving up on one another, we'll kind of get back to, I think, what we need to be. That's the thing. And it's okay to disagree. It's okay to even spat. But you got to remember that one word, love.
Yeah. And the bigger picture. Like, it's
picture.
Bigger than you and I.
Yeah, it's bigger than us.
It's about...
And you want your children to get it because they got to carry that. They got to carry that torch. They got to carry that. So what example are we going to create?
Right.
That's what it's really about. So that's why you see differences in different cultures doing different things because of the principle. Some of them haven't forgot the principle. It's not that they're not spatting or doing some of the same things or not getting along.
Right.
They just haven't forgotten the base principle. And that's the thing. And I think a lot of times we're misunderstood. And when people are misunderstood and they don't understand, they just keep chaos going.
Right.
All because they're afraid because they don't understand. So I'm going to make you not understand. I'm going to make you not understand because I don't understand.
Right.
And that's just kind of what it is. So that's one of the things that we need to stop. We need to start lifting one another up, for real.
Yeah, for sure. Can you chime in on that? Because I know you done seen it and been through it all.
No doubt.
Has it gotten a little better or has it gotten worse? Or are we the same? What you think from your standpoint?
It's in pockets, certain pockets it's getting better. Just to grasp on to what y'all was speaking about. Our unity is the key to answering all our problems. That's the key. The division and the separation that exists among us is the main catalyst to why we're in the condition that we're in. When we unify and come together, then it automatically puts us in a spot where we become familiar with each other's gifts and talents. It's like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know you ain't never been around me, and vice versa. So when we get that familiarity with each other, now the networking kicks in and say, okay, well, I got this. This piece fits in with that based on what you do and what I do. So once we kind of get over, I guess I would say the envy that exists in our community that's been systemically conditioned into us, then we can appreciate and say, well, you know what? God deposited something in her. God deposited something in him that I should celebrate, as opposed to looking at with resentment or some type of envy. So at the end of the day, that's the goal. Now, there are forces that are trying to block that from us and keep us from coming together. But we have to recognize that and then just cast that to the side and just do the work.
Yeah. And
then we won't have any problems after that.
Yeah. I think, and I know those group of people that you're talking about, we are talking about the powers that be.
Without doubt.
I.e., those families and the U.S. government and everybody else. That's is the problem. I think that's why I don't think that's why. I know that's why they feed the propaganda to us and to these other cultures and ethnicities that come to this country. Like, I've spoken with many of Nigerians, and they say when you go through the process, like, the government really gives you this propaganda video that tells them, do not associate or do business with or even deal with foundational Black Americans or you know, African Americans. You know, pick a title that they
It's
give
a
us
smear
everything.
campaign off the
saying?
rip, you know. And but again, us not having the knowledge of what goes on behind that curtain, it makes us function in a way that's still going to be counterproductive. So we have to find out everything that you say. Like, okay, wait a minute, there's a force that's working against us. And once we realize that, okay, now we have to mobilize literally as an army.
Yeah.
You know, and people think of an army in terms of shooting and killing. Now we have to become a army of mentally locked in people. Then the revolution can start. The revolution is mental.
For sure. Silky Red, what say you? What's your perspective?
Well, I say it starts from higher up. Then it got to come down. You know, they got to set the example first, because a lot of people are followers. You know, and we got a lot of people that look at you. If you have a little more than them, they feel like you should give it to them anyway, or should give them something. And it always don't work that way. I can show you how I got it, and I can help you get what I got at the same time and token.
For sure. Man, thank y'all. Great perspectives. Clemmy, 50 Shades of Green, an elegant affair that is going to be on Saturday, September 14th.
We have a great treat.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Run it down.
So we're going to be doing the release of the One Day. This was a song that was developed by UGK years ago in the 90s. Who was on the song was Pimp C, Mr. 3-2, Ronnie Spencer, and Bun B.
Right.
And as you know, we have, fallen soldiers that have, left us. So we want to honor B. King at the event. We will be honoring him. We will also pay tribute to the fact that Pimp C and Mr. 3-2 did pave the way for this song. So we will be releasing the cipher that we have created with Ronnie Spencer, and it's 10 of us on the cipher, including K-Rino, Silky Red, and myself. So it's 10 of us, and we will be performing the new One Day Reunion All-Star Cypher. So this is going to be a real treat. The video is up on YouTube as we speak. So we have put the video out, but the actual release of the music will be out at the 50 Shades of Green.
For sure. So, pull up. Where do people need to go to get more information, get their tickets, all that? Yeah,
for sure. Tickets are on sale right now on Eventbrite. They are $15, or you could just say 2 for the price of 1, which will be $30 if you get 2. But then if you come to the door, they'll be $30 a piece. So you can take advantage of the Eventbrite link. Just type in 50 Shades of Green, and all this beautiful stuff will pop up, and all the definition to all the artists and everything. It's all laid out for you right there, so you don't have to guess or wonder.
And for all of my listeners, y'all know, if y'all follow me and y'all see how I'll be posting on the gram on my stories from last year, absolutely fabulous. This year, I'm sure it's going to be nothing short of the same.
And so, you'll be hosting.
And I'll be hosting the event, of course.
Along with Tex,
with my man Infamous Tex. From our sister station 97.9 The Box. So it's going to be dope, man. Dr. Clemmy St. Amand, thank you, man. K-Rino, Silky Red, man, thank y'all for pulling up. We'll see y'all at 50 Shades of Green.
Yeah, no problem. I look forward to seeing you guys.
Indeed. And to everyone listening to the podcast, we'll be back after this.